Hello my crafty friends. We're going to make a quick little card today using Simply Charmed and this really cute paper pad. I got this at Walmart and it's from KI Memories called Growing Garden. We'll also use some papers from this beach house paper pad. This has got some awesome papers in it. It's from Color Book, and I also got this at Walmart. We'll be using some of this burlap that I got from Michael's. This is from Recollections, and this comes in this 12 by 12 sheet, and I've just cut a piece off of this to use on the front of my card. Using lots of products today. We're going to use some Peachy Keen face stamps. Let me zoom you in. We'll be using these three right down here, and these are in the 1-inch size, and this is from the Snow Cutie Face Assortment, PK 500. Love these three right here. And we'll be using 2 of my Cardz TV stamp sets. We're going to use Fall Fun, and from that one we'll use Pick of the Patch. And from one of my new sets, this is called This and That, we're going to use Thinking of You is a Fun Thing to Do. So let me get all my supplies moved out of the way, and we're going to get started on this cute little card. We're going to start off with this pretty green card base. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this cardstock is from Color Book. And we're going to layer this darker green mat on top of that. And this has got some faux stitching in kind of a yellow, and it's a plaid, and then it's got little orange and yellow circles and looks like little flowers and things on it. This was cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then on top of that, and this was from that KI Memories paper pad. This is from the Beach House paper pad. And I love this one. This is kind of a marigold check. And I cut this one at 3 3/4 by 5. I'm going to go ahead and get these layered on the front of my card. And then I'll show you the cute little thing that comes next. Just love these greens and yellows together. Now from the Simply Charmed Cricut cartridge, on page 60, I found these cute little pumpkins down here. There are 3 down here. This is called Pumpkin Patch. I've cut these, and then I've also cut this one single little pumpkin. But I didn't want to use the faces because I knew I was going to use the Peachy Keen face stamps. So what I did, I cut the back of the pumpkins out of green, so I'd have green for the stems and the leaves. Same thing for this single pumpkin. And instead of coming over here to layer 2, I went to layer 1, and I cut this out of an orange polka dot for the 3 pumpkins, and then this one for the 1 pumpkin. Now the 1 pumpkin's going on the inside, but let me show you the ones that are going on the front. These are so stinking cute. I just love them. And those Peachy Keen faces just make them, guys. Now this is Peachy Keen Snow Cutie Assortment. I used the 1-inch size, and this is PK 500. And you just go to www.peachykeenstamps.com, and you can find these over there. I've got these on 1 thickness of foam tape, and I cut this group of pumpkins at 2 1/2 inches. And because I didn't use the circle for the face, there was no line here to define these 2 pumpkins, so I took some brown chalk and just kind of highlighted right around there to give some definition to this. Now I've gone around the pumpkins with some Tim Holtz Tea Dye Distress ink to help define them, and around the leaves and the stems I used some Tim Holtz Peeled Paint Distress ink. I love the way they turned out. Now I stamped the faces with Memento Tuxedo Black, and I took my white gel pen and just put a little dot in the eyes of these 2. I just think they're adorable. Just love them. Now for my sentiment, I used the Cardz TV Stamps Fall Fun, and I've stamped Pick of the Patch, and I've notched out just one end of it. It's going up here, and it's on white cardstock, and I also went around that with some of that tea dye distress ink. And then I took a little piece of that burlap. This is probably like an inch square, and I just pulled some of the threads out to kind of fray the edges of it. And then I took this little marigold yellow button, and I got that button. In fact, let me show you all these buttons I've got. My good friend Teresa, the Scrapbooking Queen, has a store on Facebook called the Royal Castle Shop, and I got all these buttons from her, and there's a really good selection. In fact, Teresa has buttons in every color of the rainbow, guys. So I'll give you a link over on my blog right down here at the bottom. If you need to replenish your button box, you need to check that out. And Teresa's got tons of other goodies too for scrapbooking and all kinds of paper crafting. So what I'm going to do is put my little sentiment right up here, and then put that little piece of burlap with that button. And I came through the burlap and just stitched the button on using some crochet thread. So I'm going to get this all adhered down to the front, and then I'll show you the inside. I just love this. Here's the front all finished. I've got a Thinking of You card all ready for fall, my favorite time of the year. It's going to be 90 degrees today, guys. I am so ready for fall, and I know a lot of you are too. But I think this is really cute. Now I went ahead and did the inside. I've got another yellow and white mat, and this was cut at 3 1/4 by 4. Over here I added a little green border. This is 1 3/4 by 3 1/4, and my white sentiment mat is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. I used Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp Thinking of You is a Fun Thing to Do from the This and That set, and I've got that little single pumpkin from page 60 in the Simply Charmed cartridge, and I cut him out at 1 3/4. And once again, I've used one of those Peachy Keen face stamps in the 1 inch size, and he's been inked with that same tea dye distress ink, and then the green parts I used the peeled paint distress ink. So there we go. I'm all ready. My first card for fall. Thank you so much for coming by today, guys. I've had so much fun. I hope you have too, and I will see you again soon. Bye now.